During the height of the pandemic, as COVID-19 restrictions created a backlog in Ontario's court system, the Ford government issued a new directive aimed at relieving the caseload. Prosecutors could downgrade drunk driving charges and instead offer a plea deal to careless driving, sparing the driver a criminal record while diverting the case away from overloaded courts.
They were worried that cases of impaired driving would be thrown out because of delays. So I don't mean to speak for the government, but our understanding was they felt at the very least that offenders would be held accountable for something, even if it wasn't the full offense of impaired driving. They wouldn't get the criminal code. But it was better to do that than to see all these cases being thrown out of court.
The plea bargain could only be used in cases with non-aggravating factors, a blood alcohol level under 120 milligrams, no death or injury involved, no children in the vehicle, and the accused didn't have a prior criminal record. If the driver fit the bill, their lawyers received an email.
We've reviewed this. We are prepared to offer a plea as follows: a plea to dangerous operation of a motor vehicle, $3,000 fine, a 12-month prohibition, running concurrent with a 12-month loss of license under the Highway Traffic Act.
What's unclear is how many drivers got the offer, because the Ford government claims it wasn't keeping track.
There's no doubt that it would be hundreds of times. I mean, being in court, both in person and remotely, and looking at the list and seeing how much got cleared up, yes.
But even after all the pandemic restrictions were stripped away, Crown prosecutors are still equipped with this COVID-19 measure. The Attorney General's office told Global News the policy is in place to prioritize the prosecution of serious offenses like gun crimes and sexual assault. The government adds, though, once they are convicted of careless driving, offenders receive a 90-day license suspension, 7-day vehicle impoundment, financial penalties, and 6 demerit points. But Mothers Against Drunk Driving believes differently.
The kinds of consequences you would see with an impaired charge, you're not always consistently seeing with careless driving. And so there's been a lot of, I think, confusion in the community in terms of how these individuals are being dealt with.
A call that's being echoed by some political parties at the provincial legislature. At Queen's Park, Colin D'Mello, Global News.